Hey there, I'm Sery. I'm a copywriter that specializes in a storytelling method that helps you resonate with your readers to ultimately convert them into followers and clients. One of the things that I love to do is to go through other business owners and entrepreneurs' websites and just do what I call a content teardown. I look at all of the things on their website, especially the written stuff, but I also look at pictures and kind of layout and design and everything, and I just look at what works, what doesn't work, so I can say, hey, you're here, but I could help you get to here with just these little tweaks on your content. Sharla Monroe recently reached out to me, wanted me to go through her site, and so we're just going to dive right into that today and see what's good, what's bad, what can be fixed, and what should be changed, what should just be eliminated completely. First of all, I'm going to make myself a little smaller here so you can see the site and not me. And we'll just dive right in. What I like is it's nice and clean. It's above the fold. All the information I need is right up there. If you don't know what the fold is, that's kind of down here at the bottom of the screen where you can see where you don't have to scroll down to get to. Picture of you, not overwhelming. Just here's me. Here I'm Sharla. Good introduction. The one thing I would change with your intro message here is just kind of flip it around. Tell them what they get and then how they get it. So something like, if you want to move forward with clarity and purpose, I will help you discover and process through your core wounds to help you heal. It's the same message, it's just putting them at the top and you down just a little bit more, because if I'm looking for your services, then I want it to be, what am I getting out of this? Quick book now button, that we'll get to that later. Come down here. This Reiki healing, I'm guessing, is your primary offering here. That's the one that you want to push the most because that's the only one on your homepage here. Great message here. Profound healing from your home. I don't have to go anywhere, especially if the country is shut down. I don't have to worry about any COVID type stuff. Obviously, I hope that's going away soon, but if something else comes up and you can reach all across the country, you're not stuck to your own little locality. The only thing I'm not sure about with this whole section is this picture right here. The background little icon stuff kind of matches your awareness looking icon here. But this snake, I don't know if that's part of the Reiki tradition or if that's necessary, but kind of my first, being unfamiliar with what Reiki is, my first impression is it's kind of like the don't tread on me snake, and it might turn off people that have a fear of snakes. But if it is part of the tradition, don't get rid of it just because of what it looks like. Just something to think about there. The content is good. It's very short and sweet, descriptive. I would just move a little bit of this, what they get, move that up to the top. Deep shift in one session, but then tell me what the healing looks like. Distance stuff is absolutely important. Keep that in there. Just why would they need this form of healing as opposed to meeting somebody in person or going with a more traditional therapist style? If we go down a little bit more, keep in mind I'm on a desktop here, or on a laptop. Mobile, these are going to be stacked on top of each other instead of this kind of side-by-side look. So on a mobile, people are going to have to scroll down a little bit farther to get to the next section. I do like this. Outcomes created for the clients. It's here's what you get. The only thing I don't care for is it's a really big list here. Something that people might want to go through quickly and say, this is exactly my problem, and you address it perfectly. So I would say take whatever your most common or biggest transformations are and highlight those. So it could be something like understanding chronic issues, make that bold that or make it just a little bit bigger. Managing energy, how to implement boundaries, whatever the biggest and most common ones are, make them stand out a little bit more so that people can quickly see, yes, this is exactly what I need. If we go down, when this page first loaded, the white background, the white looking background was a little bit darker. And so the white letters on, it was kind of this color background. It stood out a little bit more, but then once it fully loaded, it washed it all out, and it's kind of hard to read reviews here. Uh, just a black font. Everything else is black font. No big deal. If black feels a little too harsh or bold in your face, you can go with like a charcoal gray or a slate gray. I've seen a lot of websites that do that, and it's a very subtle way to tone things down a bit that it's easier, almost easier to read. The reviews are really good. They're quick to pop up. There's just a couple things. For instance, this confirming God's I'm guessing message, cuts off, and there's no way to see what that is. You might even just move it right in here where after it pops up, or kind of shorten that down to something as big a text as major life shifts, something that fits in there. On my desktop version itself got cut off on this side. It just had an I. On my laptop, different resolution, you can see different things on there. But something that really that title, so it pops out to the customer, somebody reading these reviews, what am I getting out of it? Major life shifts, instant healing, or probably not instant, but complete healing. That's what I'm looking for there. I like this style where it just whoop whoop pops up, super easy. One thing you might consider is getting permission to use people's picture here. It'll just help establish a little bit more trust than the icon, which the icon is nice because it's consistent theme throughout your website, but a picture might help give these reviews a little bit more oomph behind them. Continuing down here, let's connect, super easy, interested in, nice here, no issues with that at all. Find me on Insta. You're obviously on more than just Instagram, so you might just find me on social or meet me outside, something just different, unique. I clicked through some of these. There's only one video on YouTube. I kind of filled that out a little bit more. Just quick 2-4-minute, 5-minute videos that you can actually embed later in your website so you can talk about them and say, hey, here, watch the video for full details. Real easy way to grab those different medias. I'm going to go all the way back up here to this book now section. So I can click on each of these and go to the specific ones, or I go to schedule, and this takes me out to a full list of all the menu of all the different consultations. But this takes me right to Reiki. This takes me right to group Reiki. Before I click on that, I want to come back down here. Book your distance healing. This takes me to the full menu. I would say take this just to the Reiki because you're talking about Reiki. Take me right to the Reiki rather than over here to the scheduling page, which nothing wrong with the scheduling page. I like how it all looks. It's clean, it's easy. There were just 2 things that came up on desktop that don't appear actually on mobile. Mobile, you get fewer words on the screen at one time. You have a more button here when you're on a desktop, and your more button actually just only adds 2 letters. So it's something that you might just tweak this just a little bit to take this out so you don't have this more. Same with down here, this just adds a couple extra words. I'd take this whole sentence out and just move it right into the book section, unless you find that people are booking because they like the idea that $15 of every ticket goes to the Innocence Project. But for the most part, I'd put that right in here to the book. The only other one was way down here where you actually have a lot of information. No matter what, you're going to need a more section there. But these first ones make it so these don't have to show up. When you get into this book section, nice and clean. This one's a different one. That one, easy to sign up for the next one. This one with the actual calendar on it. It's gonna go. It's still loading. My computer's going very slow. There we go. All right, so you get into the calendar, and just to be clear, this loading issue is not her site issue. This is my computer issue because I was not having this problem the last time I clicked through all this. Easy to see. Here's where the next sessions are. Easy to sign up. You choose your time. Nice, easy, crisp, clean. I like that. So I'm gonna go over to about section. There was one big thing that's on the not on mobile, but it is on desktop. Is this picture that I only get to see your forehead and your eyes? Uh, on mobile, the picture is actually smaller and only takes up part of the screen, whereas on desktop versions, it takes up more than the screen, and I gotta go way down here just to get to the About Me section. So lower resolution on that picture just for desktop. I'm not a techie guy, so I know there's a way to do that. I don't have any tips on how to do that. About Me is great. Couple things here. I like that the actual About Me is after what you provide for people. I like that you show here's what you get out of this. Now here's why I'm an expert and here's why I can talk about this. Maybe just change my work to what clients get or what clients expect or what you can expect. And then this sentence right in here, just flip it around. Instead of I don't care that it provides you great joy. I care about the healing process that I'm going to get out of this. And so just flip it around to something like when you experience transformation and growth, your eyes light up with those aha moments, it sparks joy in me that the healing has worked. Something along those lines. So you can see the message is exactly the same, but it resonates more with the person reading it rather than with you writing it. Other than that, I love the compassion, the love that comes through the page. It's actually very consistent on all your pages, which is great because you maintain the same voice throughout everything. Down here with your story, now that I know what I can expect, I can narrate about why you can provide this. It's a very powerful story. It's a really good introduction. This would actually be really good if you're doing some public speaking and just a public event. This would be exactly what you want to lead off with. On the site, however, it's good that it comes after what the client gets. We go down here, more information on the Reiki healing process. You can either leave this on your About page or move this to a separate Reiki page. I kind of like it down here, but I don't know that a lot of people would scroll this far down just to get to this information. It's really good information. It's well written. It's not too long. I like that there's a call to action here, but we need another call to action on each of these. On mobile, this will show up as they're stacked rather than on desktop where they're side by side. So you could even just put in a book now button or schedule a consult or whatever service you want to push through each of these. You could put a little button after every one of these sections in order to really get there. Or you can even just take somebody over to an explainer video that you recorded on YouTube, embedded right into your website. They watch a 3-minute video, then they schedule right there. The point is you want to make it really easy for the client to book their session with you. Contact me. It's a contact me section. One thing that you might consider, it's not entirely necessary, is when I click connect at Sharla Monroe, I feel like I'm going to kind of a switchboard or an operator or scheduler, but I'm not connecting with you. If you change this to Sharla at Sharla Monroe, then I know I'm talking directly to my coach, my therapist, my healer, whatever you call yourself. It's just kind of one of those weird little tweaks that people want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to the business. And so not entirely necessary, obviously. If you're not getting a ton of people clicking through here, don't worry about it, but super easy to switch that minor little tweak up. Go back up here to the blog. There's not a whole lot here yet. Just the first blog was about 2 months ago, 3-4 months ago, whatever month it is when you're watching this. I like quick and easy menu. I would add a couple more here, get your blog filled out. These tiles should fill in with each one. All posts will obviously get you everything. If I'm only concerned about recipes, click here. If I'm only concerned about healing tips, I could click on the healing tips category, etc., etc. Just kind of don't fill it up so this menu just goes everywhere. Just keep it to 2 or 3 or 4. That way people can find what they're looking for easily. Gift certificates. Is there a reason this is its own page? it just kind of doesn't seem to fit with everything else unless this is a very big product that you sell, in which case you want to emphasize that and you want to draw people into this. It's just all that Reiki. I can book it for myself or I can buy a gift certificate for somebody else. One thing that the very first thing I hear is that they're physically printed on thick weighted paper. Is there a reason they're not digital? Do people want them physical, or would it be easier to just make it all digital and somebody clicks, schedules, books? Kind of same thing, but without you printing this off, mailing it to them, they record it, they type in the number when they get it. It just kind of streamline the whole thing, unless people really want that physical item. Or you can just offer both. It's pretty easy to do those. One big thing I saw, is there a reason they have to call you to order this and they can't just click through and place an order online? As for me personally, I'm not really afraid of calling, but I talk to so many voicemails because 90% of the time when my phone rings, I just let it go to voicemail because I don't know if it's a scammer, spammer, whatever. If it's a real person, they can leave a message and I call them back. But it'd be a whole lot easier for both parties if I could just plug in my information, click send, and then it's all ordered for me. Instead of emphasizing the physical copy up here, I would say emphasize who it's for. If I'm buying this gift for somebody, who should I buy it for? Is it good to give to a spouse, a friend, family member, an angry landlord? Who would benefit the most? Especially if I see somebody struggling, what am I looking for? What should I watch for with somebody struggling with? And then I can put, if they're having this problem, then they need the Reiki healing, and I can buy them a gift certificate for it. Other than that, that takes me through your whole site here. I like it. It's very crisp and clean. It's easy to look at. It has a very consistent theme throughout the whole thing. This kind of desert and this awareness icon. The colors are all nice. Very great job on the compassionate and the love and the healing aspect of it all. Our minimal interactions. It's kind of who you are, and that really comes through. And it's consistent. It's every page it feels the same way. I get the same energy from each page. I don't really feel like I ever get lost in there. You know how sometimes I click here and then I click here and I click here and then I got to go back up to navigate. It doesn't happen on your website. Everything's in its place. Just the biggest things, tweak a couple of those images. The messaging is all there. Just a lot of it just needs flipped around. Just as I said here, flip it so this is at the top and what you do is at the bottom. Here's what you get. Here's how I do it, instead of here's how I do it and here's what you get. And I think you have a great website. Add some more videos, get some more outreach going, and that's what's going to get people here. And from here, they can really zone in and become clients. All right. If you want your site looked over, I am happy to do that. Just leave me a comment. My contact information is in the description of this video. I can do probably one of these a week. If it starts getting more than that, I might have to kind of tone things down, but I'm happy to look over everyone's stuff. My goal is that you have great content on your website so that you succeed, and because when you succeed, everyone benefits. Thanks for watching.